So apparently there was a bit of an oversight on my part, not entirely surprising considered half the time anymore I do this show while in a recently awoken haze or schedule-rushed tizzy. But I shortchanged someone in the Mr. Mentage, and that someone goes by the username of ShyGuyXXL. Presumably that means your gourmet guy from Paper Mario. Huge fan, by the way. Thanks for watching It's the Program. Anyway, Double X himself sent me a link to his Mr. Man to his DeviantArt page, which I saw, then put aside, and subsequently forgot. To compensate for this lack of prior inclusion, I will be featuring Shy Guy's Mr. Man repeatedly throughout today's video. And if you feel like this is overcompensation, well then you're probably right. Mr. Mist. Nice. Not, of course, to be confused with Mr. Mist or Mr. Mist. Comment time! Yonner87 writes, first of all, I completely agree with L.A. Noire. Just managed to play 40 minutes into it, but man, they have done it again. You forgot to wrap up your face, though. You know, I think when you left that comment, you had a feeling that I would respond by wrapping my face up. Yeah, well, you were right. Good afternoon, butt kickers. It's May 19, the 139th day of 2011, which means that 163 years ago today, the Mexican-American War ended with the ratification of the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo. That's right, viewers, Mexico used to be more than just the dirty basement we try to keep guests out of. We had a little tussle a while ago, as a matter of fact. You see, it all started when President James K. Polk stole a sacred artifact from the Mexicans. That's right, the recipe for churros. This was a blight against the Mexican people, and so naturally, they went to war with us. Which we won, and heck, we even got a few states out of the deal. Which states exactly? Oh, California, Nevada, and Utah. Eesh, never mind. The war is known for being the first significant altercation that featured a prominence of stealth tactics. Fortunately for us, the Mexicans were easier to spot because of the giant sombreros they wore. I feel like I'm being offensive. Am I being offensive? If I offended you, I'm sorry. The moral of the story? Shy Guy XXL is one heck of an artist. Also, churros rule. Enough about death and war. Let's change the subject to Canada. Canadians, did you know that precisely 100 years ago today, Parks Canada, the world's first national park service, was established? The Park Service includes such must-visit locales as Banff National Park, Elk Island National Park, the world's hugest vat of Kraft Macaroni National Park, and the only traffic light in Canada National Park. Here's a picture we got of your reaction when the light changed. 30 copies for $49.99. Mail them to your loved ones. Comes with a free bag of milk. I feel like I'm being offensive again. Am I being offensive again? I feel like the old single man who's lived in the same house for decades and systematically complains about the fresh-faced newlywed neighbors on either side of my estate. I'll tolerate you, but if you're so much as thinks about crapping in my yard, we're gonna have words. Well, if it's one thing we can agree on, it's this. Shy Guy XXL is the master of all things artistic. Kneel before his Mr. Man. Until tomorrow, I'm Griff, and I'm still talking.